video right here will be titled Black People Double Messages. See, in America, they figured out, there are two messages are being sent. One to Black America, one to White America. And it's always been like this. Whenever a tragedy happens, like 9/11 or some shit, or even the gay shit, the club shooting shit, they'll be saying it too, but or the Holocaust or any of that stuff, the message is always never forget. Pearl Harbor, that's another one. Never forget. Basically saying, keep your guards up. Never forget what these people have done to you. So when something does happen, you can fight back and kill them or whatever. That's really the message. Now, black people are sent these messages through white people, shaming tactics, shaming language, and through black Uncle Toms who are paid by the media to say these types of things. AKA like Steve Harvey with his I don't give a damn about slavery. And white people who say things like, that's in the past. They want you to forget slavery, Jim Crow, lynching, the colonization of Africa, the massacre of the native people over there, the massacre and genocide of the Native American people over here, because it makes them look evil, which that's what they are. They want you to forget because it puts them in a bad light and they don't look good. They don't look like the good people who they portray themselves as, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. Because in this society right here, they're taught that through the media and everything that they're good people. America, land of the free, home of the brave. That shit sounds good, but it's far from reality. Like I said in another video, it's a slogan. It's a catchy slogan that sounds good, but it's far from reality. Even though now they try to somewhat live up to that, but it's only in a very dysfunctional way. But let's go back 50 years or 100 years. Isn't it ironic that a country that prided itself on being the land of the free is one of the last countries that released that outlawed slavery or whatever, even though slavery still went on after that. It was just under a different name, aka Jim Crow, sharecropping, things like that. So black people are taught to forget. It's just like I think a lot of this shit is some type of psychological programming. That's what it is. It's just like how after the Charleston church shooting shit, they had the black people say, "I forgive you, I forgive you," before the blood even dried up on the so-called victims. Isn't that crazy? So a white person can kill your whole family, and you'll be before the blood even dries. You say, "I forgive you." White people don't preach to them. They don't preach that forgive your enemies, forgive them. White people are taught kill your enemies. When Pearl Harbor popped off, did they forgive the Japanese? I'm not gonna really go into 9/11 because I think it was more to that. I think the United States wanted that or made that happen to pop off the so-called war on terror, which is really about oil. But black people are taught to forgive white people. White people are taught to kill their enemies. See, this is why black people are made backwards, in particular because of black Christians. Like I made a video and I was talking about how backwards black Christians are. Those people are ass backwards idiots. Nobody respects them. And the main people who are black Christians are black women. Don't follow them. They're stupid. And they're nothing more than a tool for white supremacy. Black Christians are a tool for white supremacy, for white people. That's something a lot of people don't understand. People like even Martin Luther King, those people were used to sell out black people. Because I think there was a quote from Martin Luther King about it was it was more along the lines of like they were killing like a black kids and shit, and he was like it was okay for black people to be the ones to get killed over their white brothers or some shit. See, like I say, black Christians are a tool for white supremacy, and I'm gonna make a video about this. Black people with their ideas of the white Jesus, the forgiveness bullshit, um love your enemy bullshit. That type of shit is only preached to black people in America because it's a tool for white people. It's a tool for where a white person can, let's say, commit genocide on black people, and the last black person left would be like, I forgive you, and I speak for all black people. Even the ones who you just shot in the head. I speak for them too. They'll come back from the grave and forgive you. Those people are out of their fucking minds. But they'll give you double messages because on the one hand, because it keeps you in a situation where a white person can pretty much do anything they want to do to you, and there's no consequences behind it. Just like black people will interracially date, like black women, they'll date white guys and they'll forgive slavery, forget about slavery, forget about lynching and all the fucked up shit they done to black people. And these motherfuckers actually make videos praising white motherfuckers. And with them, they preach someone gets in your way, take them out. Shoot first, ask questions later. That's their mentality, which is a much better mentality than forgive your enemies. And you'll hear mainstream black people who they put out on television saying things like forgive your enemies. That's in the past. Like Common said, racism will go away when black people extend a loving hand to white people. Even though black people done that back in the 60s with Martin Luther King, and they got beat on and they got dogs sicked on them and they bombed churches killing little black kids. And they ultimately put a bullet in Martin Luther King's head. So extending a loving hand to white people will get you pretty fucked up. So that is the purpose of these dual messages they send to black people, to keep you in this perpetual state of forgiving white people for all the fuckery that they do. Only idiots go for that.